Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk SUPERNews! I'm Ollie Davis, and our rather lofty New Year's resolution in 2019 is to reach 1 million subscribers! So support WrestleTalk and give us a subscribe. Tell me you're subscribed in the comments down below and I'll give you a swaft from out of nowhere to as many as I can. We've got a show more packed than Finn Balor's abdomen after a sit-up leg raise superset today, with even more huge developments on Cody and the Young Bucks' new All Elite Wrestling promotion, including reports that both Chris Jericho and a former WWE Universal Champion could be on their way there. I know they're similar body shapes, but that's not Shane McMahon. But first, Wrestle Kingdom 13 is tomorrow. Yay! Because the first 4 days of 2019 hasn't been packed enough with wrestling news already, tomorrow we'll see likely the best pay-per-view of the year take place, New Japan's version of WrestleMania, Wrestle Kingdom 13. While this year's event doesn't have the level of anticipation of the last 2 years, with Wrestle Kingdom 11 boasting Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada's first 6-star encounter, and the shock use of Chris Jericho in his brawl against Omega last year, many are saying tomorrow's show has one of the greatest cards ever on paper. The 9-match rundown includes Jericho defending his IWGP Intercontinental Championship against Tetsuya Naito, Okada taking on the new Bullet Club leader Jay White in a bitter grudge match, the Young Bucks versus tag champions Gorillas of Destiny and Los Igna LIJ, Cody Rhodes defending his IWGP United States Championship against Juice Robinson, Tomohiro Ishii versus Zack Sabre Jr. for Rev Pro's British Heavyweight title, Kushida versus Taiji Ishimori for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title, and a huge main event of Omega defending his heavyweight title against comeback veteran and owner of the most beautiful hair in wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi. But arguably the most excitement is for the show's opening match. Kota Ibushi defending his never openweight title against Will Ospreay, which Dave Meltzer is hoping, if all their insane flips and spots land, could be one of the best matches of all time. So no pressure. As the event is in Japan, that means the pre-show will begin at 2 AM Eastern Time in the United States, with the main show starting at 3 AM, which means we get it in the UK at 8 AM, a normalish hour for watching stuff. We win this round, America! Enjoy waking up to loads of spoilers! We'll have both a Super and Wrestle Ramble review of the show up tomorrow, so again, make sure you're subscribed with notifications set to always on to know first when they're live. But Wrestle Kingdom 13 isn't just worth watching for what will most definitely be some of the best in-ring wrestling this year, if not the entire history of the sport. It may also provide us some clues on who's staying with New Japan and which of its top stars might be leaving for other promotions. Despite being arguably the best booked and in-ring major wrestling promotion in the world recently, New Japan seems destined for a repeat of January 2016, where a year of storylines had to be scrapped when 4 of its top stars, the then leader of the Bullet Club AJ Styles, his stablemates and former tag team champions Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, and the then IWGP Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura, all informed the promotion they were leaving for WWE just hours after Wrestle Kingdom 10 finished. New Japan's head booker Gedo rewrote the following day's New Year's Dash show, with Kenny Omega turning on Styles to become the new leader of the Bullet Club, which worked out pretty well for them. But now, with Cody and the Young Bucks' new All Elite Wrestling promotion being announced on New Year's Day, New Japan could be losing a group of its top stars all over again. Depressing but also somewhat arousing segue. New Japan's current top champion Omega is easily the biggest suspected wrestler to leave the promotion for AEW, with his contract expiring at the end of January and him being very close with the Being the Elite group. If he loses his title to Tanahashi, this could be a sign that he'll be winding down his New Japan run. But it won't stop everyone speculating he'll debut for WWE at the Royal Rumble us included. Current IWGP United States champion Cody Rhodes and tag title challengers the Young Bucks have already joined AEW, confirming their co-executive vice presidents for the new promotion. Business, 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 and posting a photo of them seemingly signing their contracts on Twitter. It's expected Cody will lose his title to Juice, and the Young Bucks won't win the tag titles for them to all move across. And the Bullet Club will likely lose the pre-show's never open-weight six-man tag team title gauntlet match, as Hangman Page was also part of that photo signing his AEW contract. There's still a chance AEW could start a working relationship with New Japan though, allowing Omega, Cody, the Bucks, and Page to still wrestle for NJPW. But New Japan's relationship with Ring of Honor, which will be a direct competitor to AEW in the States, might prevent that from happening. But it's not all just traffic to All Elite Wrestling. As Dave Meltzer has reported, WWE is very interested in current junior heavyweight champion Kushida. If he loses tomorrow, it could be a sign he just bought a ticket to sit in the crowd at NXT TakeOver Phoenix. The other key name at Wrestle Kingdom 13 is last year's co-main eventer and this year's Intercontinental Champion, Chris Jericho. Another person who, if he loses his title to Naito tomorrow, is likely on his way out of New Japan to AEW. Jericho was one of the initial names linked to All Elite Wrestling, along with the currently contracted to WWE announcer JR when SE Scoops broke the story back in October, claiming JR and Jericho have been sending out feelers to talent in WWE and New Japan respectively. Other sites would discredit that report over the following months, claiming Jericho and JR were just involved as talent and wouldn't be part of the behind-the-scenes running of the promotion. Jericho and JR also both dismissed the claims as ludicrous. But then everything else that initial article claimed, from the TV talk details to the billionaire Khan family providing the funding, has come to pass. Then, over the weekend, Y2J thanked Tony Khan on Instagram for getting him tickets to an NFL game. Tony has since been revealed as the president of the AEW company, and Jericho's graphic designer has posted a cryptic countdown tweet which runs out on the 1st of February, leading many to speculate it involves an AEW and Jericho announcement. Dave Meltzer has since confirmed on Wrestling Observer Radio that while Jericho isn't currently signed to the new promotion, he's very much on their wish list. Raja claim, however, that their sources say Jericho is going to be involved in depth. Raja aren't the most reliable of sources, so do take that with a pinch of salt, but their report matches parts of that initial SE Scoops article that has since proved pretty correct. And they're also reporting a rather enormous name for who's next to AEW. Catchphrase segue. Raja claim Bill Goldberg is one of the WWE legends All Elite Wrestling is going after. PW Insider have already revealed that AEW has been signing wrestlers to multi-year deals, with the billionaire Khan family backers seeing this as a major financial investment, with it being the biggest financial push from anyone getting into the professional wrestling world in a long time, dating back to the end of World Championship Wrestling in 2001. So who better to start it with than one of WCW's biggest ever stars? The Raja report actually gives a number for how big this major financial investment from the Khans is, writing they're fronting $100 million for the launch of AEW. As part of the already announced signings of Cody and Brandy Rhodes, the Bucks, and Hangman Page, they corroborate SE Scoops' initial claim that Jim Ross will also be heavily involved, both on commentary and in a backstage capacity. But he's stayed quiet on the situation because he's still under contract with WWE until March. In addition to JR and Jericho, Raja writes that sports agent Barry Bloom is involved in AEW's talent recruitment. Bloom is one of the more fascinating names in wrestling history, being the agent for Kevin Nash and Scott Hall when they jumped from the WWF to WCW in 1995. And apparently he'll go hard at WWE for stars whose deals will be expiring, and they will be mixing in legends as well. The only WWE legend Raja names is former Universal Champion Goldberg, who they note is already a client of Bloom's. This ties in with the original SE Scoops report, report, which oddly included an out-of-place reference to Goldberg when talking about who's expected to work with AEW. For what it's worth, Bill Goldberg is a client of Barry Bloom along with JR and Jericho, which is the kind of line you say if you've heard something big but you're not allowed to say it. You might as well write wink wink, nudge nudge after it. As previously mentioned though, Raja don't have the best track record with scoops. We'll need something a lot more concrete that proves Goldberg even knows what All Elite Wrestling is before we start getting excited. Like, I don't know, following both AEW and the Double or Nothing All-In accounts on Twitter. But that'll never happen. What? Why does Bill follow Coachman on Twitter? Oh crap, he follows AEW too! That's right, out of the 385 accounts Goldberg's official Twitter profile follows, none of whom are me, what the hell man, the latest two are All Elite Wrestling and All In's Double or Nothing, the latter being the suspected name for All In 2, which will reportedly take place in the spring. And abiding by the follow me, I'll follow you back courtesy, the Double or Nothing account has returned the favour. So in just a few months we could have a new promotion of upstarts represented by the agent of Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, headlined by Goldberg, taking on Vince McMahon's WWE. To quote Cody's statement yesterday, "What's old isn't new, what's new is new." And I've genuinely got no problem with that possible contradiction whatsoever. What are the 10 biggest WWE rumours you need to know for 2019? Click the video on screen now to find out, and give us a subscribe and enable notifications to always on to get our Wrestle Kingdom 13 videos tomorrow first. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.